Okay, do you know what's screwed? Everyone seems to be making their videos, everyone seems to be talking about COD 2017, what they are wanting for the next COD, out of the next COD this year, and honestly, I can't blame people. This happens every single year, and honestly, it is a little bit overdue because this game is just... yeah, this year's COD is not very good, and a lot of people are hating on this year's COD, and people just want this year to be over. We want to get the next COD, and that's all people are wanting. And honestly, I can see people's point. I don't really care, and honestly, I want to talk about some things I want to see in the next COD, because I'm really hyped for COD 2017. Now, to start with here, I have World War II setting, and honestly, I took some time to think about this. I even wrote it down in a notepad, which is not something I usually do for my videos. Usually, I just, okay, I get a topic, I just think about it for a little bit, like I think about it for literally 5 seconds, or else I'll just think about when I'm in the shower, do all different things. Ideas just come in my head randomly throughout the day. But the way I did this one is I decided to write down some ideas in a notepad, and it worked out pretty well because I got World War II setting, and this is the setting that I've wanted for a Call of Duty game in a while. And honestly, when I first saw Battlefield 1, I thought Battlefield 1 was World War II, and I was really excited over that. And honestly, it would please me more to buy the game if it was World War II, because I don't mind World War I, but I do prefer World War II, and I really love that setting, I love that time era. Now, there is not too many differences. I understand people can make that argument between World War II and World War I. I like the weaponry better in World War II, that's just me though, and I like mainly most of the stuff better in World War II. I just like World War II better. World War II setting, even a World War I setting will do me fine. Now, number 2 is customizable score streaks. Now, this is one of the biggest, most expansive things we've ever seen in Call of Duty, because back in MW2, when they first integrated the option to add in more score streaks, have an option between different score streaks besides 3, 5, and 7. And when that was first added to Call of Duty, that was amazing. That was one of the best features they ever added, because it wasn't only their creator class that could switch up, it was score streaks, and it added more depth to the game and more of a level. But when it comes to Advanced Warfare and Sledgehammer Games, and the reason I'm bringing this up, especially with this year's COD, is because Sledgehammer Games was the one to integrate this. Are they going to bring it back for COD 2017? I don't see why not, and I don't see why Treyarch or even Infinity Ward didn't seem to follow in their footsteps, because this is a really good feature. I didn't see anything wrong with this. It's not like the score streaks were overpowered. When you added these upgrades to them, the score streak price went up, and it was up by a fair amount, so once you got it, it became more powerful, but it was a lot harder to get. And honestly, I think it was really good. Like, there was some things that were a little concerning, like support on the UAV, so whenever you died, your score kept going, even after you died loads of times, which I guess could be a little bit broken in some situations, considering there was wall hacks and different things on the UAV like that, so it did become a little bit overpowered there. But overall, it's a UAV, it's not going to do that much in terms of like kills and destruction wise. But when it came to other score streaks, there were some really cool things you could do with this. Like, take the, I think it was the aerial assault drone for example. I forget the score streaks in this game. You could turn that thing in, instead of a controllable one, and instead of just one use, you could put rockets and AI in that thing. You call that thing up, it floats around. I think it can follow you, or I think it follows you. I'm not actually too sure. And then it just shoots rockets down at people. You would also get a machine gun attachment. It was really cool. It was really expansive, and it let you go wild more with your score streaks. Same with the Warbird. The Warbird was just like a Wraith from Black Ops 3, or any other type of chopper gun or score streak. You had an option to 1, control it, or AI, and even when it was in AI mode, you could switch in between controlling it and AI, even whenever you wanted to, basically. It was a really good and really innovative feature that really helped the game a lot, in my opinion. The number 3, now this is something a little bit small just for me, and this has to do with the World War II setting, a Tommy gun. And who doesn't love a good old tried and true Tommy gun with that big round drum mag? This is my favorite gun in history. Anyone that knows me knows that this is my favorite gun of all time. My favorite pistol is M1911. I love that pistol as well. I actually really want to get like one of them type things in real life. Not even like an actual gun itself. I'm only turning 15 in a week or so now, so I'm quite young to have an actual gun, and we're not allowed them over here where I live, pretty sure. But yeah, I'd like a model of it, or even like a BB gun of some kind, of like a model, like a real life realistic looking model, because I really like the design of the gun. I love the model of it. It looks so nice and looks so clean, and I really want something like that in real life. And maybe one day I will get one of those, because honestly I just keep it up on my wall or keep it up somewhere, and honestly I just love looking at it. Now number 4 is something that I can't speak on too much because I don't know too much about it, but it's dedicated servers. Now dedicated servers basically has to do with, as far as I'm aware, it's just instead of, say, the servers we have right now in Call of Duty, the way the servers works is one person in the lobby becomes host, and whatever their Wi-Fi is going off, whatever the game's running off basically their Wi-Fi. So say if they have a house with else 1, not very good Wi-Fi, or 2, a lot of people using the Wi-Fi, which is taking up the Wi-Fi, like people using Netflix or anything else in the background. Drifter talked about this in his video, and basically it just sucks a lot of the Wi-Fi out of it, and basically there's a really bad connection during the game. And as far as I'm aware, I didn't look up into too much of dedicated servers, I don't know too much about it, but I'm pretty sure it just basically adds more. Basically, where the dedicated servers are being servers, instead of running off someone's Wi-Fi, it's being run off Call of Duty on Xbox, or it's being run off like an actual server itself instead of someone else's Wi-Fi as the server. Me personally, I don't notice it too much, but I would like just a little bit of a small improvement, and I do think it could help Call of Duty as a whole. That's why I decided to add this in here, and hopefully we will get it. You never know. So yeah. That's pretty much it. Now at number 5, which is one of my favorite features, and this is why I left it to last, a trading system. Now another thing, in one of Drifter's videos I was watching a little while back, he brought up basically the idea of supply drops, and the way supply drops are going to work, they're going to be in every COD. It's a standard at this point. If they're adding them into a remastered game, what's not to add them into the next year's COD, and the next year's COD after that, and the next year's COD after that, the remasters after that, whatever. There's nothing stopping them. It's going to be in Call of Duty forever. We just have to get used to it. Anyone that can't get used to it, then this is not your franchise for you anymore. I'm sorry if this has ruined the game for you, or the franchise as a whole. Me, I don't care. Honestly, I just don't care anymore at this point. Honestly, it adds a good depth to the game because it keeps you playing more. And I said this in multiple videos, so I have. So, in my opinion, it's a good thing at the same time. But keep in mind, they have had the longest time to work on this game, to work on the supply drop system, the movement system, everything about this game. They were the first studio to hear the bad feedback about supply drops and the bad feedback about this movement system, and that's why I'm so excited and why so much other people are so excited about this game, because they are the first ones to hear about this stuff, and they're the first ones that can do something about it. Because Call of Duty runs on a 3-year development cycle, Treyarch and Infinity Ward didn't have a whole lot of time to basically master their game to the way they wanted it. They didn't hear about the bad feedback of the movement system or the supply drop system until way after they were already halfway through their game. They couldn't really do anything about it. They just had to finish on their game and just hope it worked, basically, and hope people didn't mind it too much. So that's basically the way it's worked, and since they have so much time and all this time to fix around the supply drop system, I'm really excited to see what they're going to do with supply drops. I think they're going to do a really good job, and regardless if there's variants, regardless melee weapons, regardless what they put in the supply drops, I think it's going to be good. As a whole, I think they're going to do a good job, and I really want to see a trading system. Look at CSGO, look at so much games. For example, I'm going to take games on Steam. Steam has a massive, wild trading system on so much games, wild Steam. It's awesome. Like, if you look at CSGO, for example, you can trade different things. You can trade your knives, your skins, you can trade everything. There's a marketplace where you can buy things with real money. I hope something like this comes to the game. I hope at least a trading system. If they're not going to have a shop where you can buy the things that you want, and they're sort of doing that with Modern Warfare Remastered right now, which is a good thing. It's a really good thing, and it basically means that you're guaranteed this stuff, as long as you don't hide it behind supply drops, of course. It basically means that you're guaranteed the stuff that you're looking, which is a really good thing in my opinion, and I think they're doing a good job as a whole in this game. I think they're doing a much better job than any other COD has and any other developer has so far. Even Infinity Ward with their salvage, they're doing a far better job than any other studio. But I want to see more. I want to see a trading system. I want to see something big, massive, expansive. I want to see the inventory back, the armor or the armory system in Advanced Warfare back. I love that because you could go over everything you had. If you had duplicates, it showed. If you had anything at all, it showed. Black Ops 3, IW, and Modern Warfare Remastered here, they don't have anything like that. You can go through your classes, you can show what weapons you've got as supply drops, but there's no proof if you've got a duplicate or whatever. Of course, there's the recent thing in Black Ops 3, but that doesn't last forever, and that's one of the most prized things that I loved about Advanced Warfare, and one of the things I loved about today. They did such a good job in that game. Everything that I love in other gaming franchises and other games as a whole, they added it in there, and that's why I'm so excited for this year's COD, and that's why I'm really hyped. And I think this year's COD is going to be amazing. I think it's going to blow us out of the park in one way or another. I am so hyped for this year's COD, and anyone that's not really interested in COD right now, please come back when the trailer comes out or whatever, or whenever we get a reveal for this game. Come back, see what you think of the game, and make a decision if you want to buy it or not, because I'm really hyped for this game. I think it's going to be an amazing year for COD. Ultimately, I'm really excited for COD 2017. So far, with Infinite Warfare and Modern Warfare Remastered, there's a lot of hate going on for these two games, and there's just been a lot of backfire going on, and it's really annoying to see when people are hating on a franchise so much, especially a franchise that I love, and especially when people that I know, my friends or whatever, don't play this franchise anymore, and it's just, it really sucks. I really want this next year's COD to be good. God, I hope people play it, that's all I'm saying. I hope the community can get back to somewhere where it was before, because that's one of the most devastating things about this year, and as a whole, the COD community feels dead. It feels flat to me. I'm not seeing much recommended videos. Maybe it's because I'm not watching as much COD as I used to. But I barely, if ever, see a whole lot of COD videos in my recommended or even in my subscription section. I don't see as much videos as I used to. Before I went on YouTube, I watched COD videos all day long. It was awesome. It was so much fun learning about different things. Then I get onto the game, I can experiment with different weapons, different attachments. It's awesome. There's one of the things I love about COD is that it comes out every year. They keep innovating new things and they expand with it. Each single game you can go in with a different weapon, new attachments, new different things. And yes, and it can get repetitive over time. I understand that. But I don't know, for some reason, I can't explain why I enjoy this franchise so much, and why I've stuck onto it, even though so much people I know haven't anymore. But there's just something about this franchise that I really enjoy, and really love as a whole, that I don't really think I could ever see myself letting go of this franchise, and ultimately, I just hope this next year, COD is good. And yeah, I want to end the video here, guys, because if you can tell, my voice, I don't even know. For some reason, when I talk for long periods at a time, because this video is a lot longer than my usual video, but my voice seems to be going here. I'm actually having trouble talking. Yeah, I don't even know. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna end the video here. And if you did, don't forget to smack the like button down below. And if you, I can't even. Oh, for that. But anyway, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. And if you did, don't forget to smack the like button down below and subscribe to some more Call of Duty content. And yeah, I'll see you guys next video. Peace out.